Coming off the heels of the lackluster Kit vs. Car 3 scuffle, we see the team already at the end of a mission in a post-Torres regime of the SSC and seemingly the Foundation for Law and Government already reactivated. What I find rewarding about this episode is how engaged and on task the team are in never taking their eye off the ball. Also, it's surreal to find a situation where Kit is extremely useful even though he spends most of the episode being stationary outside the bank whilst the robbery is taking place. Especially when he uses himself as a shield so that the SWAT team are able to remove the shot man safely whilst the lead gunman has his men open fire on the Kit stang. Like father like son, Mike gets himself really involved in the situation, trying to be the difference maker in attempting to see no one get harmed in the bank robbery. Minor note is that I find it was interesting to give Mike a disadvantage in him not wearing his earwig, as from a logical standpoint that would have aided him much more, but for the purposes of the story it adds more edge to it, in him having to use what he has with regards to the commandeered cell phone he uses in order to relay information to Sarah. Michael Cudlitz, who played the lead gunman, is the only real male antagonist to have any kind of dimension to speak of, as the other gunmen are just non-speaking goons number 489. It just would have been nice if they had some quirks or personality to them, but it doesn't hurt the story too much. Going to be honest, I wasn't expecting the heel turn from Lynn, played by Daniela Alonso, as she genuinely came across as being in the wrong place at the wrong time, but that's the sign of a good actress, if they're able to throw the audience off the scent. Alyssa Schaefer really sold it as Maddie Johnson, as a child caught in the thick of things with her mother being held hostage as a means of being used so that her father could shut down the power grid. What I like that gave this scenario a real edge is that the situation is played out as if it took the whole day with the hostage duration and the robbers looking for offshore bank accounts and their means of escaping, despite requesting multiple vans and access to a private jet whilst they escape via a tunnel they dug as a means of their escape. I will admit that was clever. I remember something David Hasselhoff said once: when you don't have a big budget for an episode, you work on the story more. And he's right. Now, by extension, do we know that they had a big budget for this particular episode? I honestly don't know. But the writing that went into this was sharp and the payoff was amazing, with Michael Knight Jr. saving the day once more with only his wit about him when Kit was not present. Now, had they gone to a second season, just imagine what more Mike could have done. We may never know. Good night from the night.